My bronze topic is two of the most bizarre basketball plays happening pretty much simultaneously on the same night, I think.
Yeah.
So James Harden, against the Spurs, he scores 50 that night, but he could have scored a little more because he went up for this dunk, and the net basically, the rotation of the ball flung the ball back up through before the ball could clear the net, essentially. And so it kind of went in and out in the most unlucky way you'll ever see. I've seen a million games. You never really see this, especially on like high grade NBA nets. You see it like when you're playing in the shitty, schoolyard nets, but I've never really seen that in a professional game. And then LeBron James pretty much falls asleep simultaneously, as do so the refs, as he just takes like 3 or 4 steps against the Utah Jazz. Bogdanovich is turning to the refs going, what the hell is going on? But I think the weird subplot with this is the difference between the way the two teams acted towards it. So the Jazz, they got their asses kicked, and that was that. Versus the Rockets, Daryl Morey is now saying, because this 2-point was disallowed, and then we went to single and double overtime, we should replay the game. It was like 8 minutes left, and you guys were up 13, and you guys blew that lead. There's no reason to replay a game like that. Like it could start a ridiculous slippery slope, and I'm glad the NBA did not even entertain the notion.
Yeah, Daryl Morey trying to ask for the manager. Nah, bro, come on. Y'all should have just won the game. Stop letting Westbrook shoot threes. That's what y'all should have did.
Yeah, it's just ridiculous.
Oh, we'll talk about that.
It's just ridiculous.
Eric's point, I do think, they do have the right to be upset.
Yeah.
Like, why do we have all these cameras? Why do we have instant replay? Why do we have the people in Secaucus, New Jersey, that sit and watch every game from every angle if you're going to get calls like this wrong? Right. And this isn't one of those fine line plays where you can kind of tell both ways. Like, that ball went in the basket and came out. Like, it's to have that upon further review stand as called is really a slap in the face to the process.
Yeah.
Like, you can't have this process where you say we're going to try to get things right if a play that's obvious gets called as it was called on the floor. So it's a bad look for the NBA. Is it a 0.5% thing that happened? Yeah. Just like LeBron's travel, we're gonna look back and that's gonna be like the only time, maybe one of 3 or 4 times that happens this year. So it sucks for the Rockets, but that's not the reason they lost.
Right. That's definitely not the reason they lost. Oh my God. But my thing with the Rockets is, never mind. I'll save that for the other topic. But yeah.
Well, LeBron James, he was saying something that I thought was a great point, was he felt bad for the ref because the ref is going to get written up for that because
exactly.
The ref missed that. And so, there is this psychological part of this, which is the refs do not want to be told that they're wrong. It's part of the ego of, I would rather, as a human who's getting booed all the time, oh, ref, you suck, all the time, I'm going to say, hey, sorry, I got to hide behind the fact that it's not reviewable. Mm-hmm. And so that step makes it so that they can hide behind that rule. You got to remove that and let, as Russell said, the people in Secaucus do their jobs, actually, and review these plays. But you got to strike that balance of don't review every play to elongate the time of the game. But there's like all these obvious calls. You see it across sports, the Saints-Rams game thing. Why can these calls not be reviewed? We need to remove that part of, this can't be reviewed. Because it doesn't matter the slippery slope of, these games could take too long. I'm sick of just discussing over and over in the sports landscape, this call, that call, this call, that call. Can we remove talking about the refs? Like, I'm sick of them. And this is their sly little way of becoming stars.
Yeah.
They want to be part of this. They want to be known. They want to affect the game. Take them out of it. the best ref is the one who doesn't get noticed, and we're noticing them way too damn much.
That's real. That is real.
So is that good for this topic?
Yeah, I think so.
That's good. I think that wraps it up.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
Russ, what's your bronze?